Yes, if I confirm, it's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995 to 1999 Gidigbo champion. The first Igbo governor of Lagos State. But once I yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, but I confirm. When in doubt, show that breast. Yes, for I confirm, it's your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy, chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. 1996 to 1999 Gidigbo champion for Solo Lagos State. Anointed by the Most High God to be the first Igbo governor of Lagos State. Obama said yes, he can. I say yes, we fit. Ginger, Foxy P is in the building. Today is Friday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Appreciate you not die for your patience. Mr. Last week's episode was late. It was real late, mainly because I wasn't able to get the video from University of Illinois on time. But finally, we're able to get it. I want to appreciate 50 Diamond, and I want to appreciate Keshi. Keshi was a graduate advisor who actually took us all the way to there. So appreciate you so much, Father, and of course the entire e-board of that wonderful association. I mean, you guys were great. Just the opportunity to do Africa Tradition live in front of people, that was huge. Now I've never done it before. Usually the only person that's usually here, maybe like 1 or 2 people, maybe 1 of my thousands, that kind of thing. But for me to be in front of human beings, you know, and just be talking about my kidney, and then they're giving me back, I'm giving them bush, they're giving me bash. You know, they're very interactive. You know, so I appreciate them so much. And Unasef, we watched the thing, they gave me some kind of pointers and things like that. Appreciate you not that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to jump right into it because a lot of things are happening in Africa. Crazy. Now, we're not in Africa, maybe anywhere in the world. When it comes to changing of leadership, there's 3 ways that you can change political leadership. Number 1 is by election. Number 2 is by ekpeme, also known as dying or death. Number 3 is by riotous removal, which is also the same thing as commoting by commot. So if you give by elbow for truth, boom, you commot. Now, the first one, election, that's babomba. It's as rare in Africa as a mango with 2 seeds. It's cold, but we don't see that often. No. How many times have you ever seen a president, a sitting president, being removed by another person in an election in Africa? Can't count. But the other 2 happen very often, and it happened just recently in Africa. First of all, in Zambia, their president, Michael Sata, the guy mud, the guy kick bucket, kick jerrycan, kick GP tank. Whoa! The guy died. Very sad. He died last week, and then he was taken over by the vice president, which is very interesting. This vice president is actually an Oyibo man. So people are saying that this is the first time that in Africa we've had an Oyibo man take power after FW de Klerk was one that gave Mandela the power after apartheid and everything else. Since the vice president is now the acting president, this guy, his name is Guy too. He's only going to be in office for 90 days as an interim president, and then they have to go for election sharp. So the interesting thing there is that Zambia has a law that states that you cannot be president if you're not at least your 3rd generation Zambian citizen. So basically, not only do you have to be a citizen, not only do you have to have been born in Zambia, but your father must have been born in Zambia. So basically, he's running into that situation right now where they're saying that you can't run for presidency because he himself was born there, but his father was not born. So he's not a 3rd generation, which is very ridiculous and very stupid. And I was thinking about it, I was like, is it because they're trying to prevent Oyibo from becoming president? But no, actually the reason is because they had an old one, the founder of I don't want to call him founder, but pretty much when you think about the leader of, you know, Zambia revolution and everything, Kenneth Kaunda, he himself, his popsy was from Malawi. So if you think about this old people, Kenneth Kaunda is in his 90s now. If you think about his popsy, that was probably born 19 bam. When there was no even the Oyibo have not come and draw line and say this one is Malawi, this one is Zambia, this one is South Africa. They haven't drawn all those lines, so nobody knows what's going on. So they're saying that the father was born in where is now known as Malawi, and when his successor came in, that one now came and said to prevent this Kenneth Kaunda from running again for presidency, won't change the law to state that you cannot run unless your own papa self is also from Zambia, which is very ridiculous. I mean, look at America, look at all these other countries. All you have to be is naturally born. If you're a natural born citizen, which means that they born you here, or if you're like John McCain, they born you on a military installation or a military boat in another country, and you're still US soil. You can be president. So anyways, that's the whole thing that's going on in Zambia. Then the 3rd way that I told you about that they can come out somebody is by coup plotting, by removal, by holding your neck and just giving you must come out, you must come out to his less boy. Yeah, the thing happened in Burkina Faso. The guy's name is Blaise. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Campaore, that's what I know his name is. He was removed from power after 27 years. Oh, Jesus, he can't believe it, can he? One day you're swallowing that pounded yam with a goosey inside of the government house. Whoop, bah, Tomorrow, you're eating Japan and granite on the main road. Look at you now. 27 years. And I look into this guy's whole thing. I'm like, why did they come at him? Coming to find out that the same thing that happened to all African leaders, Oju Kokoro. You have been in power for 27 years. They modified the constitution and said that everybody has to run only 5 years and they can only get 2 terms. They changed this thing a while ago, almost like 2001. Think about it, mass now. 2 terms. 2011, they changed it again. They say, you can't use that law against me because I was already in power. So it has to be my next term. That's why you can now put this whole thing in place. So basically now, they're looking at 2015 election and they want to change the law to remove that thing so you can run again, because now there's no way you can say you have not done at least 2 terms. You have been in power for 27 years. Is it your father's country? Do you own it? Is it in your pocket? Does he have your name on it? Come on, get out, idiot. They want to change the law. That's why the children say, nah, never. It ain't happening today. It's almost like a picking that you've been giving Gary to drink all day for the rest of his life. One day you say, Mommy, my friends, they're cooking rice. This Gary we're going to drink, I'm not drinking today. Yeah, that's what the Burkina Faso people do. And I look into this guy's history, coming to find out, you know, when you see all these our African leaders, when they're older, more statesman-like, they're just very, very very, very relaxed. You don't really know what they've done in their past. You don't really know what they did to get into power. Coming to find out that, yes, the #1 Burkina Faso guy that everybody loved, you know, I read something where CNN said that he might be the #2 most loved photograph that Africans use on Facebook and social media after Mandela. Thomas Sankara. Yeah, Sankara, that fine boy with cutting cap, massive cutting cap, like this young army officer that went in with the coup and everything else in Burkina Faso. I believe that was in 1981 or 83. 83. We enter that coup, we do things well, we try to fix the country. He was killed by this Campaore guy, and I ain't kill him. And let me tell you what's more diabolical and devilish, that's even worse than that. When Sankara enter inside power, now him and Campaore na him do that coup. Now him, Campaore and 2 other guys na him do that coup. They can't enter power. Then this guy, Sankara was not in power for 4 years. Now so they can't coup him. Campaore was his deputy, his right-hand man. Like as Dia, they don't say Dia won't coup Abacha and all that kind of parole. Now him right-hand man. Now him can't coup him. Not only did he coup Sankara, he killed him. Sankara was coming back from a jogging. He killed him with gun. And die, idiot. Kill him with gun. And what else did he do? This Campaore guy we're talking about now, what else did he do? Those remaining 2 guys that they used to go and enter power, they were the ones that now help him to now come out Sankara and they kill him. What did he now do to those other 2 guys? It didn't take long ago. After a while they say, you know what, 2 of you, since all of us come together and we kill our friend, very soon I said go on kill me. You know what? If I bad, he kill them too. Yeah, so this guy na killer. And now the people have pushed him. So now he's moved to Ivory Coast. He's there chilling, relaxing. Army has taken over. People are saying the army should not take over. Oh, let's do election. Oh. So who know? Nobody know what's going on. Talking about changes, I don't know whether you guys know this, but Stephen Keshi is back as a Nigerian football coach. Nobody care. Look, it don't change. It don't change nothing on my body. If the breeze is blowing Hawaii right now, I don't care. So it don't change nothing. I already said, let them cancel that Nations Cup. We don't want to go to Nations Cup next year. Things are happening bad. People are killing people crazy. Nobody care about that. Also, I want to say something right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because I'm guilty of this, and I mean you guys might be too. This whole thing that every time when it comes to football, we're focusing on the men. Very, very chauvinistic, very, very sexist notion. The fact that we don't even support the women. Look at our women now. Under 20 women's, they went all the way to Canada, and not only did they participate in that FIFA World Cup, they went to the final where they lost to Germany 1-0. Oh, Corona Haka, because silver medalist. Again. Lovely young girls. They went there, they did a good job, they scored good goal and everything else. But the story now came out that one of the players, her name is Courtney Dike, refused and said, you know, they're supposed to give them a bonus of $7,000 as far as they went to the finalists. And she said, no, I don't want the money. The fact that I was able to compete for my country was more than enough honor for me. And I'm saying, that's very, very nice, very, very good. Except when you now dig deeper into the story. Nigerian newspapers didn't really carry this. I don't know why they can't really dig deeper into the story. When you find out that this girl was actually born here in America, she grew up in America, doesn't take anything away from her. But the thing is that she actually plays for Oklahoma State University. She's one of the soccer players on their team. And as an NCAA, that's the National Collegiate Association of Sports, I don't know, something like that, as somebody who's in that league, you cannot receive payment, or else you lose your amateur status. Can't receive payment for playing in sports, which is the same thing now. If you have a college player that goes with the US Olympic team and goes to go and play basketball, you cannot come and dash him money, and he'll collect that money. He might run into trouble with his eligibility, with his scholarship to be going to school and stuff like that. So I think that's the real reason. You know, what she said was more of the packaging parole. I'm not saying anything bad about the girl. I appreciate you, died. Courtney, one. You did good. You did good. So proud of you for what you did. You know, but she said she can't receive that money, and everybody's losing their mind. Oh my God, this guy didn't receive the money. Whereas, look at the rest of you. You are taking the money, going to go and buy land in Abuja. Look at you. You got 7,000. Which kind of land? 7,000 cannot even buy you land in K2. You cannot. Where do you want to buy land with 7,000? Maybe Ogbomoso or a Diroko, who knows? While we're on the topic of soccer, I don't know whether you guys hear this story about what happened to this South African keeper. This Bafana keeper, young boy, 26, 27-year-old boy, is the keeper and the captain of their team, has been doing excellently well in their World Cup qualifier. This guy is keeping deadly, just blocking all kind of shots and everything else, but he couldn't save the one shot that took his life. This guy was murdered, I think, less than 2 weeks ago. There in South Africa, home invasion. Thief came to the house of his girlfriend. The guy opened the door. Shoot him in the chest. He died. This thing touched me very deeply, because if you think about it now, South Africa was fighting against apartheid. White people are killing black. White people are killing black. Now they have their own freedom. What are they doing? Black people killing black people. And not only that, it seems like South Africa has a peculiar thing that they do. It seems like that's the country that they like to be killing their celebrity. I don't understand it. First people kill this Bafana boy. How many years ago they killed Lucky Dube, the #1 pioneer to me, that's carrying that reggae music heavy. 2, 3, 4. I'm going back to my roots, baby. Reggae music is so that's why I do comedy, I don't sing. But yeah, I don't understand it. Because usually, let me tell you something, right? We have countries that have high rates of criminal behavior. Think about Brazil, for instance. Think about Nigeria has a pretty high rate. America has a pretty high rate. I can't remember last time I heard that, a basketball player, an NBA player, died. That somebody shooting with gun. I can't remember the last time I hear, in Nigeria, one of our soccer players. I mean, it happens, you know, things happen. Things happen. I remember when Finidi George brother, where he died of gunshots, but that was a riot. That wasn't like a home invasion kind of thing. Even when they shoot that is shocky, they shoot them for place where you know will die. Even when they go to face out, they shoot them for place where you know will die. If you don't bring the money quick, they can shoot you in your hand or your leg. But they're not going to shoot you direct in your chest or your head to kill you. The reason is because when you're doing music, when you're doing soccer, these are things that you're doing for the streets. So that guy is there trying to qualify for World Cup. Of course, everybody on the street, all the street boys are watching the soccer. Why would you not carry gun? You knock on the door, the guy open. You see him in his eye. You can't tell me that you don't know who that guy is. Come on now. I mean, I've been born yesterday, but it wasn't last night. So why would you not carry gun and shoot him in his chest and kill him? Something is wrong in that country. Something is wrong that has to be investigated. I don't know how they're going to investigate it, but something is wrong. Why are you killing your own? Why? I don't get it. Politicians are there stealing money. I'm not saying I keep politicians, so for that, come on, put it on my head. I keep politicians because first people told me no. But I'm saying, why are you killing your celebrities? Why are you killing the people that are doing good things and taking your name so far? You people kill Lucky Dube, it's not Belefuna, you have killed the Bafana boy. Young boy. With young family. People are saying, he has wife, why does he have girlfriend? Shut up! The guy died. Say good things about the death only. People are alive that still have girlfriend and wife. Ginger. Talking about killer, there's a Naija boy, Jeffrey Azuka Okafor. Anytime they call your 3 name, you know you're inside big pot of soup, confirm. This boy is 23 years old, and in 2009, right there in London, in UK, where he's living, he killed somebody else. And after I killed this guy, he now discharged. But the news is coming to us that finally, Nigerian police force have catched this guy. They catch him in Asaba Delta State, where he's hiding and chilling. Koprani Akabeko, yeah, police did good. They catch a killer. But now the news is now that they're trying to extradite him back to the UK to go and face the murder charges. So that's telling you 2 things. Number 1, if you kill somebody, you know sometimes boys will just like, I want me to do like this, man. If I intend anything for this country, man, I'm gonna discharge, go Nigeria. Nobody will find me if I go my village. Far. They will catch you. All they have to do when they go to Nigeria is they just say, look, we have a bounty on this guy's head, 100,000 naira. All your village will be like, I know where he is, so, I know where Sheku is. Quick! So like, I know exactly where you can catch this guy, confirm. So don't even try that. They will catch you confirmed. Second thing is that Nigeria is going to extradite him to the UK. And this might be the question for today's show. I think this is going to be the question for today's show. It was something that I saw in one of all those boards where you're like, you know, I like to, whenever I read all these stories, I like to go down and read in the comments just to get people's opinions and just like weigh it out. Somebody asked an excellent question. They were like, why is it that not just Nigeria, but a lot of the African countries are so quick to extradite our own citizens back to US or UK for trial when they do something bad and then they run to our country? I don't know whether you guys remember that story of the woman in Texas, probably like 2 years ago, that had a daycare that now left the house with something on the stove. Fire now burned the house, now killed some of the insurance, and then she now run back to Naija, and you know, they now went and cashed her in Naija and then I extradited her. You know, it's not US that's catching these people, it's Nigerian police that's catching them and bringing them and extraditing them back. Why is it that we're so quick to extradite? But I can't remember the last time American person or British person killed somebody in Nigeria, run back to England and was extradited back. Why? Why are we always so fast? Hey, yeah, see my brother, take him, he's the one that did it, take. Whereas America will never, ever, UK will never. Most of the time when you look at all these countries like China, all this Singapore, like a lot of countries that don't have like they don't agree to extradite their citizens back to America or the UK, is because in the past US and UK have not given back. They don't throw their own people back. So why are we not throwing our own back? Is it that our people are worth less to us? Think about it. So that's the question for today. Why is it that we're so quick to extradite when the US and the UK wouldn't? I can't remember like when last they did it, but I know for a fact that they perpetrate all kinds of crazy things. If you guys remember a couple of years ago when we had the factory, all this factory that be doing Ankara, and they'll be doing all this fabric in Lagos, where they locked the factory. You know all this, like things be happening in that Nigeria. Right there in Lagos, I don't know whether maybe I talk about this story. Right there in Lagos, it's a common thing that happens. All those factories, whether the factory is doing glucose and people are licking during the hospital at a point on top of their head and not to run speed, or they're doing fabric, anything that the factory is doing, when it belongs to all this either Igbo people or Lebanese or Pakistani or whatever, all those factories, what they do is when it's time for work, when maybe work open at 6, as soon as all the workers enter at 6 in the morning, they lock the gates. Like the same thing when you say sweatshop. They lock the whole place down. All the exits are locked in, whatever. You cannot go anywhere. You can't go and pipe. You can't go and do anything because they want you to be there working all the way to your shift end around like 6 p.m. So you're working at 12-hour shift. You're going to be inside that place working hard. You know, and then a fire now broke out and a whole bunch of Nigerian people die inside that thing, inside that factory fire. And all of them run. People that are in India, owner run India, Pakistani run in Pakistani, UK run. Who do you extradite back? None. None was extradited back to become and face the music. But we're so quick. Anytime. Take. I'm not saying that someone that committed murder did a good thing. But we have to think about it. So that's the question for you guys to answer. Please answer it right there in the comment section below. And when I read it, I'll be able to respond to you guys. Ginger. Talking about murderers, Boko Haram. I don't know if you guys hear this thing that happened right there. Ashaka Cement factory is a cement factory where they build cement. And so sometimes we will be defining things, Thank God I'm not Wikipedia, confirm. But anyways, they go there and then they blast the limestone, you know, cement, it comes from limestone. So they blast the limestone in the ground, they dig it up, and then they now do all kinds of chemical reaction, you know, and everything else, and wash it with all kind of calcium peroxide, voila, whatever it is, and then they make the cement. So basically, the Boko Haram people, who we constantly underestimate, before we used to underestimate them because we said they're not Nigerian. Now we're underestimating them because we're saying they're fundamental Islamists, they are Alamanjiri, they are jihadists. You know, when they, oh Lord, the things that we do. Just because someone doesn't speak good English, or is not as articulate as you want them to be, you automatically believe that the person is not as intelligent as you. We might be one of the few cultures where we believe that the command of the language, America does the same thing, so we're not even the only ones. But Americans, they believe that if somebody cannot speak English well, maybe you go and buy something for somebody, the person like, oh, my friend, I tell you, you say, oh, he's not smart. Nah, just because he doesn't speak your language that well doesn't mean he doesn't speak 6 other languages or he's not articulate. So we underestimate these Boko Haram because we think they're not smart, we think they're stupid. Oh, look at them, they're just living inside forest, coming to attack. These guys now did an ultimate chess move. They went to that cement factory, and if you know anything about digging for anything that has to do with mines, whether you are digging for coal, digging for oil, digging for gold, there is explosion that's going on. And when you have a place where is their work, is their sole aim to be exploding things in the ground, what would you have there? Explosives. So what did Boko Haram do? They drove straight to that cement factory, went there, packed 8 full vans of dynamite. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you live anywhere in Nigeria, let me tell you, unfortunate truth, that dynamite that they carried far, it's not like the Chibok girls. They carry them far. We don't know when it's coming back. This dynamite that they've taken far is going to come back somewhere near you. But by God's grace, may God protect our family. This ceasefire that the government said, we found out that there's no ceasefire. Challenging the question, who was our government talking to? They say it was Chad government that was in between with us and Boko Haram. Boko Haram came out and said, who were you talking to? We don't have any representative that was inside any kind of ceasefire talking. Can you imagine that? Craziness. So, but what really ticked me off about this thing is the fact that you have a place where they have explosives. We're in a state of war, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you don't want to call it state of war, call it state of emergency. You're in a place where you know that they have explosives there. So nice security men that are there. You don't have a full battalion protecting that place. Based on the fact that we're in a state of emergency, should we even be generating that concrete, that cement? Can't you just shut that place down and pack all the dynamite and remove anything that can possibly make that place be a target for these guys? Show me children. Already all our police stations are in that area. They've already shut them down because they know that Boko Haram is always coming there to come and try to collect gun. But you have a place that had dynamite. You didn't even protect it. Now they just came. Sometimes I'm looking at these things. Now I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in conspiracies. But sometimes if you have one single iota of sense in your brain, you will start to look at this and be like, are we just offering this thing to them? You know, like offering that they give to the gods at the Four Corner Road. You know, when they put guinea fowl egg in the middle of beans and pounded yam and corn. You know, is it like someone just providing something like, oh, take you, man, I can collect to see dynamite to, man, I take you. I don't understand it. It defies all kinds of reason and purpose. Like, why? How can they just walk in and walk out the same way before they walked in and they walked into? You guys probably saw that whole video where they walked into a complete military barrack, into the armory, and packed as much as they could carry. It was just like carry go. It's like Saraka, bring your own derika, measure and go. Mudu, anything you want to use, just pack and go. All of a sudden they're carrying this dynamite, and very uncharacteristic of Boko Haram. When they went into that village, where that town, where that cement factory is, Ashaka, they didn't kill anybody. They went and they preach their own weird Islamic preaching. They finished their preaching and then they carry the dynamite and go. So it's possible that they're now changing their way, where they're not even coming with terror anymore. They're coming with the massaging. The massaging. You know, some mosquito, when they want to bite the bloody breeze, they bite you. As they're biting you, if you now want to wake up again, confirm. Talking about people doing uncharacteristic things, this story just hit me. A man in Lagos there, he was arrested for thieving a pot of soap. And uncharacteristically of the Nigerian judicial system, he was eventually sentenced to community service. Which I was very surprised, because for the first time in a long time, I'm actually seeing a punishment that matched the crime. Because you know, we're very heavy-handed. Just how many, I think I talked about Africa Today show last year in Benin, someone that stole car stereo was sentenced to death by hanging. Car stereo that you can just pluck from all those kind Santana. That's who they sentenced to hanging. But people that be thieving 3.5 billion naira, they don't even come out for office. So you know, they don't even, nothing happens to them. They keep going in life and everything will just be good. The most that they can suffer is that their church will now elevate them from elder to deacon. That's the only thing that we can go through as a punishment, confirmed. So I was very, very interested. I was like, wow, so Nigeria even has community service. I was very, very shocked. I was very, very surprised. And I hope this is a sign of more things to come. We also had a situation where, I don't know whether you guys following this story, but our President Goodluck Jonathan, just went for another pilgrimage to none other than the Holy Land, Jerusalem, right there in Israel. He went there with Ayorisa Jaffo and the chairman of Winners Chapel, which is a school that my brother goes to. Man, what's the name of your Winners Chapel guy? Yeah, Bishop Oyedepo. Yeah, they all went there all the way to Israel. And my question is a couple of questions. Number one, why is our president going to pilgrimage every year? Are you you Moses. Even Moses not even go to the promised land. Why are you going to pilgrimage every single year? I should go for that. This guy might be going to pilgrimage more often than the king of Saudi Arabia self is going to Hajj in Mecca. Confirm. Every single year. Number 2, why in the Bible does it say that Christians should go on pilgrimage? I don't know where. I don't know how. Number 3, Israel is not a Christian country. It's a Jewish country. It's a Jewish state. Why are people going there? It defies all kinds of... I don't understand it. Like, yes, okay, I understand that you have some holy places. There is some holy lands that are there, where you can go. Garden of Gethsemane, you can go. This is where the shroud of Jesus was found. This is where they moved the rock where Jesus' body was. This is when Jesus was going on the cross of Calvary. But guess what? Most of those things have already been covered. They've built a primary school there. They're already playing table tennis in one area. So why? Number 4. Why are they using our government money to be going on this? And pilgrimage is a personal thing. There's nothing official about it. It's not like while he's there, he's chilling with Benjamin Netanyahu, asking him about the way he's treating Nigerians that are living in Israel, asking about our well-being, our welfare, and they're taking care of us. Is everything okay with us? No, none of that is happening. You're going there for pilgrimage. You're going there. So the same way when on Sunday you're going to church, you're going to talk to your God. You're doing it in your personal time. It's the same way I believe that pilgrimage should be happening on your own personal time. So you better have taken leave. You better not be using your office time. Number 2, you should not be using our money to be going on all these kind of trips outside of the country. I mean, which other president is doing this on a regular basis? That you don't be traveling outside of the country on our dime to go and pray. Is there no God in Nigeria? Already, South Africans have already proved by coming to TB Joshua church that some people don't believe that there's God in South Africa, so they're coming to Nigeria to go for God. So you now as a Nigerian, you're now going to Israel to go and find God. Something is wrong now. God is where you are. If you truly are a Christian and you believe in your own faith, God is anywhere you are. That's why I can stay here and I can sing this song. We are saying thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my Lord. We are saying thank you, Jesus. See, I'm doing my own praise and worship right here in my house because I believe that right here, God is here. Ginger, confirm. So why are you going to be playing around and just be traveling all over the place? What kind of thing are you setting for the rest? And of course, he has collected his form. He's going to run for presidency. I knew he was going to run. Everybody knew he was going to run. So nobody was deceived by any of that nonsense, whatever. Like they're beginning to share rice and share beans. Anybody that's there in Nigeria, let me tell you something right now. Advise your people, chop the food. If they share rice, give you chop and beans, chop and bread, chop and anything, chop. But don't vote for them. Cast your vote right. But you know how it is now. I swear to God for the Almighty, one of the people I love following on Twitter right now, Sheon Kuti. Just search for him and follow him because guys, he's so articulate what he said. He said this thing is not election, it's election. He said they're not politicians, they're politicians. I said, damn, this thing is selection, confirmed. They select themselves and that's it. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning into today's show. You guys have been absolutely amazing. But also I want to appreciate someone who's so special, Dr. Olabi Isabadi. I want to appreciate you guys. This guy sent me a video card, you know, off of my wish list. I didn't even know that wish list was still up. That was my birthday wish list. I didn't even know it was still up. But he just went. I don't know how he found it. I don't know how he knew. All the way from London, this guy bought this video card for me. I appreciate you, Dad, Father. I'm telling you, because it's one of those beautiful things when somebody takes that extra step to, you know, just encourage you. And the crazy thing was that our video card, if you see this video card, I'll show you the picture. Our video card don't tire. Why is the video card tire? Because we're shooting videos. I mean, the tiles we shoot like pretty much, if not every day, every other day. So by the time you shoot with the camera, you plug the thing, come out, you chuck inside your laptop, plug, come out, chuck inside, plug, come out, chuck inside. You know, it's just heavy duty. It's almost like, you know, how your program will be feeling when you go on honeymoon with your baby. Maybe you guys go on cruise. I just want to torture yourself. Say, baby, I'll enjoy you this 12-day cruise. Me and you, this cruise that we choose that doesn't even have, the room we're inside doesn't even have window. There's no distraction. 2 in the morning. 5 p.m. I'm hungry. Go and plug guava. Chop. When you now look at your John Thomas, be like, oh! This guy suffer. You see all the abrasions, the skin peeling, all the things that are just worrying. Is just, oh my goodness. You just want when you come back from that cruise, you just want to go and buy ice block and just buy like maybe like $100, but cannot sit down and just like. Thank you, Father. Confirm. That's how our video card is. I appreciate you so much, man. That meant so much to me. And I want to appreciate everybody who has supported me with all the things that you guys have bought. I mean, a lot of people did things they didn't have to do, and I appreciate you guys. And that's why you guys are up on the wall. So you have Omotayo Omidiji is up there. We have Elizabeth Raimi, Shego and Mino, my chairman for one of the best websites, infonubia.com. Just check it out. Don't be saying anything, just check them out. And you can see, let's support our own. And of course, I did you Dikio. So what I will do for this thing where you send me, Dotun, you know, he wrote a beautiful thing. He said, Foxy P, I love your work and it's amazing how far you've come. Please come to the UK. And I would love a Gyrating Toto remix. We have Gyrating Krokro. I don't know whether you've heard that one, but just Google it, you'll find it. Keep up the good work from Dotun. He put his Instagram ASAP day and Twitter. I'm always okay. Appreciate you, that father. As I always do for this tout wall, you know, anytime anybody send anything, I like to put it up. So I'll put this note up here with the whole understanding. Where can I put this thing? Where space with D? Where you go feel the cell with name. Let's put it here. It's a good position. Confirm. Yeah, so Dotting you on the wall. Appreciate you. And this wall is here. Any of the touts, any of you guys are coming to Baltimore, Maryland anytime in your life, hit me up. And at this time, I Dave, I'm available. We'll chill, we'll hang out, and of course you come into the studio and you sign your name. You guys support me so much. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what you guys do. Just the way you support what I do is huge, you know. And I want to appreciate you guys. I want to appreciate some people that have given me so many kind words this past week. Some of the people like Clifford Owusu, for instance. He has one of the most successful African YouTube pages on here, and the guy was just supporting me heavy, just telling me what to do, just giving me pointers. And you know, when you meet somebody on that level and you guys have that brotherly love, you know, that understanding. I was on the phone with this guy for almost 2 hours, you know, very positive, you know, correct guy. You know, I appreciate you, Dad Father. This weekend I'm gonna be in Toronto, Canada. I'm gonna be hosting a wedding, so that should be a lot of fun. Next weekend we're gonna be celebrating Chief Obi's birthday here in Baltimore, Maryland. So anybody that's around the area, if you're in Baltimore, New York, whatever, come through Oxygen Lounge. That's how we do all our parties. The main reason is because it's owned by a Nigerian guy. I don't spend my money outside of my people. I only go to African restaurants. I only go to Nigerian clubs, African clubs. That's what I believe. That's what you should do. Jewish people do it. Koreans do it. Chinese people do it. Why can't we do the same? There's nothing wrong with that. Every single day we're going out into the mall. We're buying clothes from Igbo people, buying trousers. When we're paying mortgage, we're paying mortgage to an American bank, all those kind of things. When you can choose who you can give your money, I believe we should always choose our own. So we're going to be celebrating it there in Oxygen Lounge. It should be absolutely amazing. Anybody that can make it out, please do. So appreciate on that dime, man. All day, every day, man. So I talk whenever I end this show. Anything we don't die in our vote, and when in doubt, suck that breast. When in doubt, suck that breast. When in doubt, suck that breast. Ginger, ginger, ginger. Africa Today show. See you next Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. You know how we do it. Ginger.